everyone, and welcome to Morning Coffee Break. I hope everybody's doing great this morning. It's Tuesday, September 3rd. Currently it's 65 degrees. High today's 80. 80 actually feels much better than 90. No chance of rain. Winds at 4 miles per hour. We're going to have to probably try to mow this week, but it's supposed to rain. I'll have to look which days it's supposed to rain. We've got to get that done. And I was making I took a kitty for a walk in her stroller and did a little garden update. And I looked down back that way and I could see branches sticking up out from the ground. And I thought, oh no, something's a big limb must just fallen off the tree, which was what happened. We must have got a lot of wind. We had a little storm one night. I hadn't been down there in a couple of days to see if it was, which day it fell. But there's a big, you'll see it in that video. I walked down there and looked at it. My little chainsaw, if y'all remember, I did a review on one. It's like, I think the blade's only like 6 inches long on it, and it's rechargeable, and I don't know if I don't think that little one will cut through that. It's too thick towards the end. I could do some small stuff on it, but I was going to ask a couple of my friends, whoever wants it, if they burn fire. Burn fire. If they burn wood, in the winter, well, winter's going to be here before you know it, and that'd be some good wood. Yeah, I think that one's an oak. I think it's an oak. And then the other one that's got the dead limbs, you thought they would have been the ones to fall off, but that's an ash tree with the dead limbs in it, and that's what they make baseball bats out of. So that is some super hard wood. So that's probably why those big branches, the pieces of them have fallen off that tree, but not the whole thing. But this one was a healthy, big old branch, with that big around. It was healthy. The leaves were fine on it and everything, so we must have got enough wind to break it and for it to fall. So yeah, that'll be coming up tomorrow, that video. Today, though, I've got a Kroger haul, a first of the month haul. I would say biggish, not massive or anything like that, or huge, but a good haul with amazing deals. Definitely got some great deals again. Okay, what's for dinner? We end up changing things around sometimes, but we're going to make we plan on making the beef and cheddar sandwiches with those onion rolls, onion hamburger buns. I got a recipe for how to make them, and this is what they said to use for the sauce, which it sounds great. Ken's Steakhouse Country French with orange blossom honey. It just sounds good no matter if you use it on that or not. But that's what it calls for like, I guess, the barbecue sauce they put on it. I guess it must taste something like it. I don't know. But it sounds good to me. And we'll probably just have some fries or something with it. I meant to get potato salad when we went to Walmart a while back, because it's much cheaper there. They got these little tubs that are like pound tubs, and they're like, what are they, like $4.99 or something like that? And that's just too much for a little bit of potato salad. At Kroger. Aldi, I don't know if they would still have them or not. They're seasonal at Aldi, so they may not even have them now. I think they should keep it year round. They got some great macaroni salad's pretty good at Aldi, and the potato salad's great. And I don't like much coleslaw that's pre-made anywhere. I don't care what it is. They all seem to have like a aftertaste from the vinegary stuff that's in it. Just doesn't. I'd much rather make our own, or make some homemade slaw. I need to get some and do that soon. I've got some slaw dressing still. Okay, so I've got today's harvest. I went out there. I've been needing to do this for a few days, and I thought I better do it. A little place on that one. Anyway, yeah, I got to look out for little ones with little places in them. It's from the bugs, I guess. But anyway, did pretty good. There's some nice beans. I like them about like that. Once they get to where you can start seeing the beans in them, they're not quite as good, and they'll probably have more string in them. I like them, you know, smaller, and doesn't seem to be as many strings. That one don't look like, I have to go through them, you know. Probably can cut parts off of some of those. I just threw them all in here. I didn't have time to, I mean, I did have time, but it was warm out there, kind of, and my back starts hurting after a while. Bent over picking these beans, so I just throw them in there. Then I go through them later on, and have to cut off different places on them. Just putting them in this pile over here. I don't know if that one has any. Well, anyway, I can do that later. I shouldn't be doing that now. I'll check those out when we're done here. Okay, so yeah, that's today's harvest. Some nice green beans. I may have to spray. I noticed the bugs that were on these other green beans. Some of them made their way over to the new green beans, and I can't have that. I can actually just not even spray them, and by the time they make the rest of the beans they're going to make, I won't need them anymore. But I might spray them. I don't know. I really don't like spraying anything unless I really have to. If it's going to like, if it's going to ruin the harvest or something, I don't know. This shirt shows everything. I just got a little fuzz or something on me. So you know. Anyway, two elderly gentlemen in their mid-80s meet in the lobby of their apartment building. Both being hard of hearing, one asks the other in a louder voice, "Are you going to the market?" The other one replies, No, I am going to the market." The first gentleman says, "Oh, I thought you were going to the market." I think I've had that one before. It's been a long time, but I believe I've read that one before. I don't believe I've seen this one here, though. In a grammar lesson in 8th grade, Mrs. O'Neill said, "Paul, give me a sentence with a direct object." Paul replied, "Everyone thinks you are the best teacher in the school." "Thank you, Paul," responded Miss O'Neill, "but what is the object?" "To get the best mark possible," said Paul. So, buttering her up a little bit. Okay, the thought of the day is from Naomi Judd. A dead end is just a good place to turn around. That's good. Okay. Okay, well, I saw one. Where'd it go? I thought this might have something interesting in it. To go to answer. Okay. What is written on the tablet in the Statue of Liberty's left hand? July 4, 1776, February 12, 1809, May 30, 1868, February 11, 1731. Really, the only one that would make sense to me is July 4th, you know, Independence Day. And I think, you know, I think that's what it is. We'll see here. Yes, that's right. Where's it? The Statue of Liberty is a colossal neoclassical sculpture on Liberty Island in New York City, United States. The copper statue, a gift from the people of France, was designed by French sculptor Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi. I'm not for sure. Okay. Next question. What shape is a Komodo dragon's tongue? I guess that's a Komodo dragon. They're actually pretty big, and from what I understand, if you get bit by one, they've got like this bacteria or something that'll, kill you. I'm not for sure exactly how that works. I mean, if it's bacteria or poison or what. Okay, the answers are forked, cylindrical, rounded, square. Well, I don't know if all lizards or lizard type ones have this, but I think it's a forked tongue. Yes, it's forked tongue. The Komodo dragon's sense of smell is its primary food detector. It uses its long yellow forked tongue to sample the air. It then moves the forked tip of its tongue to the roof of its mouth, where it makes contact with Jacobson's organs. Oh, okay, whatever. That sounds weird. Jacobson's organs. Face ID replaced which other Apple technology to unlock your phone? The answers are Finger ID, Me ID, Touch ID, Strange ID. Well, I mean, they still use it if this is the answer, but it would be like your fingerprint ID. I think they used before they do your eyes and stuff like that. Face ID. No, it's Touch ID. I never would have known that. Touch ID. Apple announced Face ID during the unveiling of the iPhone X on September 12, 2017. The system was presented as a successor to Touch ID, Apple's previous fingerprint authentication technology. Well, isn't that the same as Finger ID? Duh. Next question. Who is the author of the novel On the Road? On the road again. That's Willie Nelson, ain't it? Can't wait to get on the road again. That's my imitation, or yeah, my version of Willie Nelson. Okay, answers are Jack Kerouac, Edie Parker, Ken Kesey, Allen Ginsberg. Who is the author of the novel On the Road? On the road again. Well, I've never heard of any of them, but I have heard the name Allen Ginsberg, so that's all I got. And that is wrong, of course. It is Jack Kerouac. On the Road is a 1957 novel, no wonder I didn't know who it was, by American writer Jack Kerouac, based on the travels of Kerouac and his friends across the United States. That's okay. 2 right, 2 wrong. On which team did LeBron James start his NBA career? I used to play basketball all the way up to high school, and when I moved here, I don't know what happened, but the kids were a lot taller than where I moved from. And, I was like a center, for in junior high and stuff. I mean, I was taller. I started growing taller earlier than the other guys and getting whiskers and everything. I was like having to shave some when I was like 12. So, so I was like, I don't know, I was like a foot taller than most of the other guys. The same age and everything, I don't know. I just started growing up tall and stuff, and puberty or whatever early. I had sideburns. I could grow a mustache by the time I was at least, I could grow like a fuzzy one when I was 12, but by the time I was about 13 and had been shaving it, I could have grown a beard. Whatever. So I don't know how I got to all that from this, but I don't know much about, yeah, I was talking about basketball and I got to all that other. Yeah, I was taller than the other kids, so I was like the center of the basketball team. Uh, Orlando Magic, Atlanta Hawks, Cleveland Cavaliers, Boston Celtics. I don't even know. When did he start his career? I don't know. Um, I know the Celtics is a good team, I think. So, I don't know for sure. Answer, Boston Celtics. No, and I wouldn't have known this anyway. Cleveland Cavaliers. Really, I don't need to talk much about it. That's where he started. In which country can you go volcano surfing? What? No. No thanks. Mexico, Japan, Nicaragua, Italy. Well, Mexico, I don't know how many, like volcanoes are all over Mexico. Japan, sounds something crazy enough. They do all kinds of crazy stuff. I mean, that we might think it was crazy to do, but they do. There's nothing wrong with it or anything. I'm just saying they do some more interesting, maybe I should say, and you'd have to be crazy to do some of it. Let's put it that way. Dive off a mountain with a little suit on you and fly with the, oops, oh, I forgot to put it on today. Anyway, I'm going, oh my goodness. There are volcanoes, I think, in Japan. Nicaragua. Really, I don't know. I'm going to say Japan, just because they sound like something they might do. No, it's Nicaragua. Wow, I want to see what it says about this. In Nicaragua, there's a travel experience you'll never forget. Volcano surfing at 2,389 feet tall. Cerro Negro is one of Nicaragua's most active volcanoes, with dark layers of ash and sand coating its rock-strewn slopes. Come on, what do you do when it says... I don't know what they mean, but far from causing all this country's famous pastime. I don't understand it really. It says you can go boarding on an active volcano. It doesn't say anything about it either. It's sand coating its rock-strewn slopes. So they're boarding in sand? Maybe? It doesn't really say. I mean, okay. I don't know why I was... Yeah. Okay, which band was 92nd on Rolling Stone magazine's 100 Greatest Artists? Rolling Stones, Talking Heads, Pink Floyd, Black Sabbath, Guns N' Roses. 92nd on Rolling Stone magazine, 100 Greatest Artists. 92nd. Wow. Black Sabbath? Ozzy? No, and I was thinking Guns N' Roses too, but I thought that was maybe 92 should have been a little further back for some reason. I don't know why I thought that. But yeah, it's Guns N' Roses. So I got two right and 5 wrong. This is definitely a challenge for me today. Who says, "Tell me about it, stud," in Grease, 1978? Sandy? Danny? Kaniki? Rizzo? I think it was Rizzo. No, it's Sandy. I can't remember their names. I thought Rizzo was the name of that one with the black hair that was kind of like a tomboy or something. Okay. It's one of the most iconic lines in cinema history, but if it weren't for Olivia Newton-John, tell me about it, stud, may have never made the final cut of Grease. It was not in the script. Well, okay. 2 right. I got 2 more to do. The Dynamo were feudal lords in which country? It's Daimyo. Japan, Indonesia, Kuwait, Bhutan. I know they had feudal lords in Japan by movies. Hey, I got one right, everybody. Japan. Daimyo was any of the largest, most powerful landholding magnates in Japan from about 10th century until the latter half of the 19th century. One more. Hopefully I can get one more right. Which condition is often treated by the use of inhalers? Malaria, cholera, asthma, epilepsy. I think I know this one. It's asthma. Yep, asthma, and there's not much you need to say about that. You can't. It's awful though. I would be really scared if I couldn't breathe well. So anyway, 4 right and 6 wrong. I didn't do very well, but I learned several things today, and I'm glad to get one that's, you know, a little bit harder than some of the others have been. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed today's trivia time and morning coffee break. If you did, I hope you'll press that like button. Also subscribe if you haven't already, and share this out, and hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Everybody have a great day. Check out the Kroger haul later today. Amazing deals. Bye everyone, and God bless.